Good morning and welcome to Coffee and Cookies, a show about positivity, laughter, leadership, life, parenting, and lots of tangents. So, my name is Lindsay and we are so excited that you're joining us this morning. If you have not yet, grab your coffee, grab your cookies, and pop a squat so you can be comfortable. Didn't like that one? Didn't like that pop a squat? I'm here with Nick. Good morning, Nick.
Good morning, Lindsay. Hey, thank you guys for joining us this morning on Coffee Cookies Morning Show. Good morning, Amber. Right, first person right into the comments. Well done, Tiny Wife. Well done, Tiny Wife. That's my Tiny Wife, just so you know. I get to claim that one. I'm a lucky guy. Yes, I am. So, hey, thank you guys for joining us this morning. We have lots of funny things to talk about today. It's going to be a great day, but most importantly, today is Wednesday. It is hump day. It is get things done day. Why?
TGIW.
Say that again.
TGIW.
Yeah, let's just roll with it. We're just going to roll with it today because why not?
Thank God it's Wednesday.
Why not? Thank God it's Wednesday. It's hump day.
I didn't realize that was going to be so difficult.
It is. No, I know what it meant. I just didn't understand, like, is there like a special saying that goes with that? Like, you have TGIM, you have TGIF. Or you could go with the TGIW.
Why not every day?
Why not every day?
Thank
Why?
God it's every day.
Why? Because today is the day.
So here's the question, though.
Good morning, Nolan.
What do you say when it's Thursday? Because you can't say TGIT because that's Tuesday.
You know, that's just kind of why I was going to let you roll with that. Just going to let you roll with that. Just going to let you roll with it. I was just going to let you have it.
TGI.
TGI. So we're going to talk about a couple things today. So one, I had a question come in on my Facebook chat. TGIG, twig. Twig.
I don't get it. Amber, what do you mean by that? Amber, what's a twig?
Am I going to Hawaii? You know, I want to go to Hawaii, Angelina. I absolutely do.
Those shirts.
I'm wearing this shirt. Do you want to know why?
To make it come about.
Tigger. Oh my gosh! If you're listening to this right now and you're like, "What is so funny?"
What are they saying?
Come join us on YouTube and Facebook because the chat is just lit right now. It is so funny. So real quick, I had a question come in on my Facebook and they asked about, Nick, what's the big three that you keep talking about?
You talk about it every show.
I talk about it every show. So the big three, if you use a planner, the big three are the big three things that you're going to get accomplished this week, not in a day, but over the week. Okay. So the reason why I ask you guys to do this is to help expand your mind from stop thinking day to day, start thinking week to week. And eventually I want you to start thinking month to month, then quarter to quarter, and then yearly to yearly and so on. Okay. But I've noticed that a lot of people struggle with the week to week. So if I can get you going from day to day to at least week to week, then you can start to just get that traction on your own and you'll start to expand on by yourself. So when I talk about your big three, we do make a post about it. We do share what our big three is. Okay. And if you're wondering how Lindsay is able to make her number 1, 2, 3 in a perfect, looks so pretty.
Yeah.
It's a shift enter, hold down shift, hit enter, and it won't publish it. It will just make that next line. So that's what it is. You're welcome, right? Thank you. Thank you, Lindsay, for contributing. I appreciate it. So that's what the big three is. Go in there, put your comments in, okay? These are the big three things that you want to accomplish this week to help move your life forward. And they could be business, they could be family, they could be physical, they could be spiritual, they could be mental. It doesn't matter what it is. Just what are you actually working towards? Make sure that it's not something that's just too easy to do. Make sure it's something that's pushed out a little bit. It's pushed out a little bit, okay? It's going to stretch you a little bit. It's actually going to make you better. So we have a couple topics, and I'm going to go on 2 tangents real quick. Are you ready?
Already starting it.
I was watching Seinfeld. Okay, on my phone. I had a little clip show up of Seinfeld, and I'll show it to you. It's right here. It's right here. It's on my phone. It's Seinfeld, and he's on a date, and this girl says, "Hey, I don't think we should see each other anymore." And he's like, "Okay, it was great dating you." And he takes out a couple dollars to pay for his coffee that he's having right here. And he goes, someone's out there for me. Like, it's not you. That's okay. Someone else is out there for me. You're going to meet a great person that's going to resonate with you. Thank you for this time dating you, and you have a great day.
That was on Seinfeld.
And he gets up and he walks away. He gets up and he walks away. And I'm sitting here going, man, how great was that? Like it doesn't matter what side, who's breaking up with who, but I was a professional breakup guy, but I didn't do it that well.
I can tell by your shirt.
But I didn't do it that well. So I think I'm actually going to use this. I don't know how I'm going to use this in the training, but I'm going to use this clip in the training. And it's just so great. So that's the first thing. The second thing is there was an interview with the Prime Minister of Poland.
Okay.
And this is a recent interview. And he's like, the news person is coming at him like, hey, why aren't you taking all these immigrants? Why aren't you doing this? Rah, 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 coming at him.
Who came at him?
This news anchor person.
Oh, okay.
That's obviously over here in America. Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And she's like, why isn't Poland taking all these immigrants? Why aren't you guys doing this? You guys are being called, racist, fascist, just all kinds of very, very, very negative words. And she's like, isn't that horrible of your country not to take all these immigrants? He goes, no, it's not horrible for us in not taking all these immigrants. The people have elected us into office. The people have said that they don't want all these immigrants coming into our country. So no, we're not going to take them. The people have spoken. Your job as your government is to listen to your people and do what they ask of you. And this news anchor just kind of
their best interest.
Yes, yeah. to do what's in that country's best interest. And it's so funny. He's like, "Why are you coming at me? Look at your country. Look at all the terrorist attacks you have. Look at all the shootings you have. Look at all the issues that you guys have. My country, everyone is armed. Everyone is armed. Everyone owns a firearm. Everyone's armed. It's a thing that we do because why? Because Russia's right there, so we have to do it. One and two." We don't have those issues because everyone is moving, like everyone is pro-Poland that is here in Poland. And it was just like he gets it. He gets it. I was so proud of him. And yet I'm looking at this news anchor like, wow, like you are just drinking the Kool-Aid right there and not even understand that. Like she's offended that the polling guy is like, no.
Putting his foot down. Right.
And then so that's the prime minister. And then it's the president or whoever else is there is on the other side of the screen. And she's like, well, what do you think about what your prime minister said? She goes, I agree with him. Like you're not teaming us against each other. Like that's what the people have said they wanted. So that's what we're doing. It's not complicated. So just two little things. I have just mad respect for Poland right now. Especially in light of everything that's going on, to be able to put their foot down and listen to their people and do what's in the people's best interest, right? Do what the people are asking their government to do. What you got?
I got mad respect for Poland too, because I love their Polish sausage.
Nick's going to talk about the politics. Lindsay going to bring in the food.
I'll bring in the food.
Bring in the food. There you go. All right. So we have a list of questions that we did not get to yesterday.
Yes,
so we're going to get to it today. Why? Because today's the day.
I guess there are questions today, aren't there?
So in the comments, get ready. In the comments, get ready.
Watch
all right.
out. Actually,
you ready?
That's what he's really saying is watch out.
No, not watch out. Not watch out. Because I want to know. Oh, okay. Very colorful. Okay. Thank you, Vic. I love this shirt. I've actually told the wife I want more shirts like this. I think it fits my personality. I'm a little bit loud. I think this speaks loud.
It's kind of like a warning for people.
It's a warning for people.
Yeah, you know how lightning bugs flash? Nick wears bright shirts.
I love it. You want to know what, Rosalie? I do think, Lindsay, I think we're going to have to just move this agency to somewhere that has a beach. So
we have a beach in our neighborhood.
Yeah, I know, but like a real beach. Not a man-made beach, a real beach.
Oh, okay.
All right, so here we go. Ready?
Then you have sand fleas and stuff like that. We have a nice beach that doesn't have any of that.
I don't even know what sand fleas are, but okay.
They're actually a big thing right now. People are eating them. Gross. in my opinion. I haven't tried them, so I can't really say that, but like
the audience,
just the idea of
the
eating
audience,
a flea.
just okay. Hold on, rewind. We got everyone prepped for the comments, and you went to
I know,
sand
I
fleas.
know.
Like goodness gracious. Okay, so when did you notice? Are you ready? Are you ready? When did you notice that you were an adult? When did it hit you that you were no longer like just like, oh, I'm an adult now? Like when did it hit you? Do you
For
remember that
real?
day? Yeah,
For real?
like when was it like, oh goodness, this is real now. Like I'm no longer a teenager. I'm no longer like a college student. No, I'm an official adult now. Like this just got
like
real.
that?
Yes.
So yeah, that's a loaded question for me because I grew up very fast. So I felt more of an adult before I was officially an adult.
Yeah.
Yeah, the day that I realized that I was like a responsible adult
Okay.
was when I had to pay for my brother's gas to get me to high school. Yep. That one right there. That was the day that I realized, oh, this is what it feels like to be a parent.
Got it. Okay. When did so Rosalie? When did you now? When did you start acting like an adult? Because like I started working when I was 14, right?
Yes.
When
here.
when did it like adult status like lock in? Like, oh my God, this is real.
Yeah, same for me though. Like same year because I was paying for my cell phone, I was paying for my car insurance, I was paying for all my stuff. Like I moved out 3 years later. I was an adult early.
So I really didn't consider myself an adult, and Amber may disagree with me on this. The day that London was born.
Really?
That's when it hit me. That's when it hit me like a whirlwind. Like because I had my first period. Wow. like up to that point, it was all, oh, we got a house. Oh yeah, we got a car. Oh yeah, we're married. Like da 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 da. Just happy go lucky. And the day London was born, it was like, oh, lock in. You're now responsible for a tiny person. Like that was like adult, like locked in, like.
But you don't have to be a parent to be an adult.
No. That was when it clicked for me.
Nick was still just a big kid.
I was a big kid.
When he had to take care of another kid, that's when it was like, oh, I can't be a kid anymore.
That was when, oh my goodness, it's no longer about me. It's about this tiny life. I better get my choice of words, my life in gear, because before that, like Amber was working, I was working, income, like vehicles, like it was just fun. It was like, oh hey, let's just go hop and go on a trip. Oh, let's just go do this. Oh, let's just go do that. And that's when it just locked. Like, oop, tiny life involved now. You're now responsible. Welcome to adulthood. Or maybe it's the parenthood. Maybe I'm confusing those. I don't know.
Yeah, that's parenthood.
Is that the parenthood? Then I just never accomplished the adulthood part.
Grandpa Gartside, you're hilarious. He's still waiting for it. He's turning 70.
But I started to take care of my responsibilities as an adult. Oh, Angelina, I don't know. Nolan, I don't know if you're really an adult yet. I really just, you know. He's having too much fun.
You know.
So here we go. Okay. So that's the first question. Are you ready?
Okay.
How old were you? And I want numbers in the comments on this one. How old were you when you got your first paycheck?
Like from a real company?
Like yes, like a real paycheck. Like someone paid you that was not your parents
Or a relative.
like a real paycheck. How old were you when you got your first paycheck?
I was 14.
Yeah.
I worked at Ruckles, Conies, and Cones. That was my first job.
Ruckles, Conies, and Cones. 18.
Yep.
We got some 18s in here. How old were you? How old were you when you got your first paycheck?
How old were you, Nick?
I was
You
14.
said 14?
I was 14. I was I went to my sister's gymnastics training, whatever it was, gymnastics class, and the coach saw me and was like, I'm going to teach you how to coach. And I was like, okay, I'm sitting here doing nothing anyway. So I started to learn how to coach gymnastics at the age of 14. And by the next month, I was getting paid.
Wow.
Because I learned how to spot.
Oh, right.
So, and that's when I got my first paycheck. And then I was like, oh, I get money?
I can do this and get paid?
I can do this and make what? What? Mowing yards would definitely count. Mowing yards would absolutely count. That's manual labor. Now, here we go, Nolan. When we're talking about this, not from your parents, like did you get paid by like other people? Right?
But what if you live on like 5 acres and you get paid to mow your yard?
Is it still by your parents?
Doesn't matter?
Yes, it does. Absolutely, it does. I said paycheck. I said dinero. I said money.
I still got money. I didn't do it, actually. That was my brother's job.
Okay, you ready? How do you skip me? You got paid to keep score while people were bowling?
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Those are some of my favorite memories is when my parents were in bowling league and we got to go hang out at a bowling alley and play the video arcade games and eat pizza. I love those nights.
I remember going to the bowling alley. I don't remember like keeping score or anything.
Oh yeah, I wasn't allowed to do that.
Oh, of course, Rosalie. I mean, you're definitely a numbers person. I mean, you would absolutely be keeping the score. We wouldn't trust any of the adults to do that.
Yeah, they were way not appropriately hydrated.
They were not appropriately hydrated. And if you don't get that joke, you're too young. Okay, you ready for the next question? When did you realize the career that you wanted to be in?
I don't know. I haven't gotten there yet.
When did you realize the career that you wanted to be in? Whether it was business or insurance or a truck driver or just whatever. Like Nolan, when did you know that you wanted to be an engineer? Right? Like, and maybe not a career. When did you know what industry? Let's change the question. When did you know what industry you wanted to be in? You were 8, yet Nolan, that does not surprise me. That answer does not surprise me at all.
Yeah.
Does not.
Tristan has his industries narrowed down to like 3.
Which are?
He wants to either be a biologist,
a
chemist,
okay,
or a chef.
Or a chef. I love it. Angelina realized her calling at the age of 22. Angelina, did I have any impact on that? I'm wondering.
Has it been that long? No.
Something that Angelina has not grasped yet. And Angelina, I'm talking to you right now, and I'm really hoping that you get this because I'm gonna say this in front of God and everyone else. I don't think you fully understand the absolute crazy impact you can have online yet, and I'm waiting for you to ask. I'm waiting to ask about really diving in and creating the brand around you. Just so you know. Okay, you ready? When did you move from a fixed mindset to...
Wait. You never answered the other question.
What?
You didn't answer the career
my
question.
career?
Yes.
My career? Mm-hmm. Okay. So when did I realize that I wanted to be in marketing? Was when I was sitting inside of a failing gymnastics gym and going, how do I get kids in the door? That's when marketing kicked in. And after I was successful with it, I took a gym that had 20 kids in it. And within 3 months, it had over 100.
Wow.
And the owner of it was like, how did you do this? And then that's when the light bulb clicked, like, I might like this marketing thing. I like this marketing thing a lot. And then fast forward into the military, that was where I learned a lot of PR stuff, public relations, and I was like, ooh, I like this. And then when I became an insurance agent and Farmers Insurance said, this is how you market. And I said, that's too antiquated. It's not going to work. So I figured out digital marketing and was successful in that. It's always been marketing. It's always been learning. It's always been in the marketing world.
Yep.
So I would say that probably happened when I was in my early 20s. What about you?
I was 18.
18? Okay. Hey.
Well, that's when my light bulb to be a teacher came on.
And you're still a teacher. You're teaching me every day. So that has not changed.
I do teach, but I just don't do it in the setting that I thought it was.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to babysit me all day. You have enough on your plate.
It's kind of like a classroom.
And then when Angelina's here, oh my goodness.
Then I have an assistant to help me. Yeah.
Okay. So, hey, just in the comments, when did you understand, like, hey, this is the career I want to go down in? And here we go, right? Does anyone, I don't know if anyone could be 8 years old.
No.
I really don't know. Like, Nolan, you're just a rare breed, brother. Well, he knows that, but I'm still going to tell him. Oh, my goodness. Hey, I have a gray stripe, like, in my beard. I don't know what side it's on. I noticed it in the camera.
It's kind of on both.
It's kind of on both.
Yeah.
All right. You ready?
Side.
You ready for the next question?
Yes. Go.
When did you realize you were in the wrong place? And this is job-wise. Like, and I want you to share a story with me, Lindsay, of when you were like, that was my cue to go. That was my cue to go.
Just one? No.
No, like you can share as many you want, and if you're in the comments here on Facebook or YouTube, I want you to share as well. Like when did the light bulb click that it was, oh, it's time to go. Now here we go. I will lead with my story, okay? So I used to be a W-2 employee for Firearms Legal Protection, and I'm sitting there, and there's this girl Ariana right next to me, and she asked me a question about something with family, and I go into my little speaking thing, right? And at the end of it, Plenty, who's my boss from his cubicle, goes, "Wow, that was a really good monologue." And it was like, it was the tone that he said it in. It was the way that I saw Ariana just absorb everything I was saying, and the voice inside my head said, "You're in the wrong place. Like, you are completely doing the wrong thing. Completely plan an exit strategy now." And I literally shut everything down and I planned the exit strategy. It was night and day. I remember the shift in the room after he said that.
I wonder if he even knows the impact that phrase
I don't know
had on your mindset.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, and because that what I just told you is going to go in a book one day. Like, and I'm gonna have their names in there, absolutely, because that was a turning point.
Yeah. And
that will be, and then he'll find out some way or another.
Sure.
Here we go. If he's supposed to find out, he's going to find out. If he's not supposed to find out, he'll never find out. And it's not me to say here yes or no. It's me to go, that was a defining moment for me. That was a very defining moment of going, I'm in the wrong place.
Yep.
So, do you have anything?
Oh, the one that sticks out to me of like really slamming the door was just I was talking to one of my principals about an issue that I was having in my classroom or with my kids. I don't remember what it was specifically, but it was the way that she advised me to handle it. And it was, we can't do anything about that. And in my head, it was like, but that's not in the best interest of these kids. To not do anything about it is not in the best interest of these kids. I can't be here anymore because you're tying my hands because of politics. And I can't do what I was called to do because of that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I love it.
Which is sad.
No. But it was needed to move you forward.
It was.
That door had to shut. There you go.
I am thankful.
There you go.
Yep. And then it was waiting. It was waiting for the right opportunity. It was waiting for timing. And it wasn't my timing. It was God's timing.
right?
For sure.
No, that. So, Lindsay, thank you for sharing that story. Because I'm going to want you to share another one. Just go ahead and prep your mind for it. But Nolan here, no, I like that. Maybe, and not in the wrong place, right? But rather a season is past. We're going to have to work on your spelling there, brother. I love you, but you're typing too fast.
He said pasted. just so you know.
Do not edit this text. Don't edit. Just retype it. I love it.
Season has pasted.
But here we go. Right. I was when it was time to leave the Coast Guard.
Yes.
I actually told the person who assigns duty stations. I said, listen, either I get this duty station or I'm getting out and I'm going to go to college. And I got the duty station I wanted. It was in Florida. It was in Miami, Florida. And I remember getting the orders and going, I don't want to go.
I got what I wanted and it was the wrong thing.
No, I got what I wanted and I wasn't happy about it.
That is such a great tool. Okay. So when my kids are struggling to make a choice of like, they don't know what they want to do. I was like, okay, I put something behind my back and I say, this hand is whatever and this hand is whatever. I'm going to flip them all around. Pick. So they pick one. And then they're like, you can either tell like, oh, they got disappointed or they got really excited. That tells you if that's what you really wanted to do.
There you go. Right. Yep. So it's interesting. Dustin over on YouTube says he was 18 years old and he was like, I'm a operations guy. Dustin has always been an ops guy.
Yes, he
always. No one's blaming it on predictive text. No, and I love it, brother. I love it. You're cracking me up today. Dustin is always, Dustin is an ops guy. He is that detailed, like you can give something to him, you can walk away and it's going to get done. You have absolute faith it's going to get done. And you want to know what? Almost to a fault. Even if he's just supposed to delegate it to other people, if they're not getting it done, he will step in and do it. Almost to a fault. Like it's one of those things where he's definitely learning, especially in his current position. He's learning that delegation and how to create that trust with his team, right?
With the excellence that he would do it in.
Oh, right. There you go.
That's key.
There you go.
Yeah,
that is absolute key because it's just that's the way Dustin rolls.
Actually, that's a lot of. I would say that's a lot of integrator issues that integrators have is being able to delegate because it's not going to be done as well as they would have done it. Because I struggle with that. Dustin struggles with that.
Oh man, you struggle with that so much.
I do. I would be curious if it's an integrator issue.
No, not an issue. A struggle, absolutely, because that's how you're wired. Yes, I could definitely see that. I mean, goodness gracious, Lindsay, we call you CB.
I am.
Okay, and if you're in the audience, you're like, "What's CB mean?" Like, I don't know what you're talking about right now. That's called creative bougie. Yeah. Okay, like Lindsay will notice if a graphic is off by like 2 or 3. You ready for this? Pixels. I'm gonna say it again. If you don't even know what a pixel is, it's pixels. It's a whole new level of measurement that you never want to have to deal with. Okay, but she'll notice it. She'll notice it. That's what, like, I've tried to create content and I'm like, nope. Nope. I'm a visionary. I will set the direction. I will get us started. I will do the texting. I'll do the writing. I'll get on camera. I'll do everything else. But when it comes down to creating that graphic, I will give a direction. And at the end of the day, if I were to create it, Lindsay would just recreate it anyway.
I might have done that a time or two.
You have done that a time or two, and that's why I know not to. It's an absolute. It's not that it's a waste of my time. It is not using my time efficiently because at the end of the day, Lindsay's just better at it than I am.
Well, and that's each of us operating in our own 1%.
There you go. There you go.
My 1% is not visionary stuff. Like that is not my 1%.
When you're like, Nick, I need blog topics.
Yep.
I go, perfect. I got it. And I'll search and I'll create. Here's topics we're going to talk about. Here's the bullet points. And you're like, that would have taken me hours.
It would have.
And it took me 3 minutes.
5 minutes.
There we go. Right. but that's it. Right. Like you have to operate in your 1%. You have to. So why did I ask you all these questions?
Nolan, I totally agree. I totally agree. When we get to do it ourselves, it gets done correctly. But that takes away from others being able to learn, which is challenging.
Which is
It's needed.
There you go.
So I don't know why I became a teacher, because teaching is literally making other people do it.
Yes, but as a teacher, you have to play inside the box.
Yeah.
You have to be very detailed, and like, there's no way you want me to be a teacher. You kidding me? Could you imagine that class of kids?
Yeah. Do you know, like...
Do you have any idea how much fun they would be having at all times? Nothing would get done.
I used to have a Spanish teacher that wore shirts like you did. Totally could see you in one of those classrooms.
You want to what? And here we go, right? Like, I don't even want to go to a Spanish beach. Like, I want to go to an Italian beach. Like, I want to go to Europe. I want to go to like Greece beaches. Like, I want to go over there for a little bit and see what beaches like are over there. Amber, that would be fun. When the girls are older, we should do like a beach hopping year.
Ooh, that would be so much fun.
Right? Right?
Yeah.
And be like, hey, like, for this month, we're going to go to this beach. We'll come back to the United States for a little bit, and then we'll go hop to another beach. But like, not Mexico beaches, like European beaches, Australian beaches. Like, I got to spend time. So I used to live in Bahrain. If you don't know where Bahrain is,
Is that a country or a city?
it is. It's a country.
Okay.
It's a country in the Persian Gulf. And if you don't know where that is, just Google it. You'll be like, oh, why were you over there? Right? Since you look where the location is, I'll tell you why I was over there. Okay. And when we were off base, we got to go to the beaches. And Bahrain had some of these gorgeous beaches. Like, windsurfing was a big thing. Kite surfing was a big thing. That's actually where I picked up kite surfing.
You know how to kite surf?
Yes. Yes, it's a lot harder than it looks.
Talk about 100 lives within 5 years.
Right. But as was snorkeling and scuba diving, like all of that, I got to experience while living in Bahrain. And it was a great time.
So what were you doing in Bahrain?
We're not talking about that on the show.
Okay.
We're just not going to do it. So here's why I asked you guys.
Spelled like it sounds.
Yeah, Bahrain. Bahrain.
Bahrain. Okay. Oh, that's a fun flag.
She's really like, we're live right now. We have an audience.
I know,
like, you can look at this afterwards.
No,
so, hey guys, the reason why I asked you guys all these questions was just to kind of get you guys thinking. Okay, like, how long have you been working? Right? When did you realize that you were an adult? Like, when did you realize your career? All of this is to help you kind of formulate your past. Okay. And the reason for this is when you understand how different things have moved in your past, they can help you start to plan out your future. I'm going to say it one more time. When you understand how different things have happened in your past, they can help you with planning your future. Okay, so if you just grasp what I just said, this whole episode just took a whole new direction. There was intention in every question I asked you. Did we have a lot of fun with it? Yes.
I thought they were just fun questions.
You did. You did. Be ready. More pop-up episodes like this are going to happen. So now that you've understood a little bit about your past, now that you understand a little bit more about how maybe God's spoken to you, or how different doors have been opened or closed, right? Now, when you're looking into today, when you're looking into this week, it was a great brain warm up. I love that, Amber. Thank you for that. As you start looking into this week and into the month and into this next quarter, what doors are you noticing that are opening or closing? And you can now realize them because of your past.
That's good.
I know that's good.
Wow. Good thing y'all aren't in this room because there's no space. Nick's ego just filled it up.
Oh, I love it. So, hey, guys, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for joining us on this wacky Wednesday, thought-provoking Wednesday. You know, right now, where are you on your big three? Hopefully you've got number 1 done. You're working on number 2. Why? Because you got to get your big 3 done. You got to get your big 3 done. Okay? You need to get it done this week. You need to get it done to move your life forward. Why? Because time is the only thing we don't get back. So, love you guys. Thank you guys for blowing up the comments on Facebook. Thank you guys for being in the comments on YouTube. Yes, Dustin, it is right there. Thank you for dropping those countries. That is if you, so Dustin is your husband.
Yes.
He's also my friend. He knows a little bit more about my past than most people do. So just take that with Dustin knowing a little bit more. So thank you guys for joining us in the comments. If you're listening to this on our podcast, come on over to Facebook, come on over to YouTube, come join us over here. This is where we get to interact with our audience, and we love interacting with you. You know that. You know we love interacting with you. So know that you're prayed for, you are loved, bring your positive today, and make sure that you
Rise up
and crush it.
Bye, y'all.